What's going on, everybody? It's Faith Dating Coach Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about if a guy is pulled away and you want him to miss you. These are kind of the 3 steps or 3 things that need to take place in order for that to happen. So if you're talking to a guy and he has not missed you yet, you're probably messing up. So, well, maybe it hasn't played out long enough. But if it's not that, then something along what I'm about to explain in this video is happening, okay? So jumping right into it, the first thing, step 1, is you actually have to let go. Now, don't click off. Let me, for love of God, I know that sounds like common sense, but let me explain. You have to understand that a guy, when he is leaving, when he pulls away or he does whatever, he is making the conscious decision based on a list in his head, a pros and cons list of staying and leaving. He looked it over and he decided it's best for me to leave. Now, the reason he decided to choose to leave is, right, I have a little map down here. He wants to explore, not explore other options. That could be it, not explore other women. Again, could be it, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is he has to go live out that journey. He has to go play that role out in his head. So I have a degree in English, and we always talk about the hero's journey, right? Which is kind of like a story cycle, the way a story unfolds. And usually something happens to the hero, or the hero makes a decision and he has to play it out and learn and grow from it before returning, right? So that's why I have this big, long thing here. You're not going to get a guy to move this way, okay? Or a guy to regret anything if he does not go through that journey, meaning the reason he has in his head to pull away, he basically has to live that out. So what does this look like where you're not letting it play through? That's you sticking around. That's you hoping for him to come back. That's you replying to everything. That's you questioning things, trying to fix it, kind of orbiting around, responding to the little breadcrumbs he gives you. Stuff like that, right? You actually have to let him go and explore it. And at this stage, he's not going to regret anything. He's not, because it's fresh in his mind. He sees the benefits more on exploring than actually talking to or sticking with you and talking it out. So he's going to go do this. He's not going to regret everything, right? So this brings us to step 2. Now that this is the guy exploring in the woods, I know, bad drawing. But now that we did all this, it's like, well, what do we do now, right? Okay, well, we're here. The first thing we have to do is do nothing, right? Well, kind of. I just have a really big pet peeve on weak-ass women, right? That's in relationships and outside of relationships. I have had so many clients lately, this is the reason I'm making this video, so many clients lately where they wonder why they're in the situation they're in. I'm sorry if I'm regurgitating everything from my last 5 videos, but they can't get through their head. And I understand it's easier said than done. Like, don't think I'm up here like dogging you for being emotional, for being a human. I understand that. But the question is, how many times do you have to go through? I had someone message me today, and it's the same shit. I'm like, did you not learn anything? And I know she's watching this, girl, I love you. I'm just saying. You know, like, did you not learn anything from what I just told you? I told her, and again, I know she's watching this. I'm not dogging on you, girl. You know I love you. It's like, did you not learn anything? I know he came back. Great. Cool. What's happening isn't changing. So you literally, I'm actually making this, I might as well be making this video for you, girl. It went like this, and then you did not do this, and so it goes back to this. Why? Because he lowered risk. Oh, I checked up on you? Yeah, like the good little bitch you are. You're still there. Got you. Right? Then he tries to probably gaslight her, pull some bullshit, guilt trip, whatever. Right? He wants to secure this, and then he goes back onto his little journey. Right? His little journey. Ladies, you have to hold your effing ground. You have to be the best actress possible, as if your life depended on it. This is not a joke. Well, I guess a lot of relationships nowadays are jokes, but what I'm saying is not a joke. You have to take this seriously. You cannot move forward. You cannot get anything if this back and forth is happening. You can't. A guy will come over sometimes and check on you. But if you fail the test, right? He's like, yep, got that fucking bitch. This is my house, motherfucker. He's going to come back over here. You have to be pissed. You have to be done with it. If you don't, this is not going to work well for you. Trust me. Then finally, once all that happens, ladies, okay? Once all that happens, you can move to step 3. And I want to plug my free guide here because I do think it will help in this situation. I have a free guide on being high value. Link is down in the description. Get it right after this. Again, 100% free. This is all dictated based on his value of you. On if this is going to work or not is based on if he sees you high value, if he sees you worth it. Don't do no low ass value behavior to get this guy. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. So check out that guide. It's free down below. But what ends up happening now is he's going to live this out, and it's either going to work or not. Most of the times it's not. Most of the time guys do come back, right? Especially if you hold your ground here. It's going to go to here now. Now, here's the thing. He knows what it's like. Well, he knows what it's like with you, so double check. He knows what it's like with you. Because of this now, he knows what it's like without you, okay? He knows what it's like with you. He knows what it's like without you. Now, he is going to weigh the pros and cons of this. Now, here's the problem where women lose. He's weighing the pros and cons, but the way you have to frame, I'm gonna put frame in big words here. The way you have to frame this is not convincing him to come back, okay? What a lot of women do is try to convince him to stay. What you have to do instead is have him convince you why you should let him back. That's what you should do. And if he doesn't do that, then you know he's not ready. I'm giving you a shortcut to success right here. Right? I'm giving you a shortcut to success. If he is not ready to convince you why you should let him back in, which by the way, you can't even hold that frame. You cannot hold that frame if you're not doing this. That's why this is so important. You cannot hold that frame, which is, well, how do I know you're not going to do this shit again? You've only been gone for a month or two. How do I know you've changed? I don't want to deal with this. It's not fair to me. How do I know you changed, right? And then he has to prove to you, right, that you are, that it's beneficial for you letting him back in. Not the other way around. You're not proving to him or trying to convince him to come back. Stop doing that shit, right? And then that back and forth is what's going to be called the contract. And that's basically when what you guys have said. So for example, you say, I want a relationship. This is tiring. If you come back, this is your last chance. I don't want inconsistency. I don't want no bullshit. I want to actually be taken out. I want to be taken seriously. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I got you. We'll go for a relationship. Let's do a relationship. I'll take you out. I'll be consistent. I realize I effed up, right? That's the contract. Sign the dotted lines. There you go. Okay. But you should never be convincing a guy to come back. He needs to be convincing you why you should give him another chance. But again, you can't do that, ladies, until you do this. And this doesn't matter if you don't let the guy go. I'm going backwards here now, right? Reverse engineering. You can't do that unless you let a guy actually see what it's like without you, or he's not even going to value this. He's not even going to value this, okay? He's not going to value it either if you keep doing this back and forth. So, with that being said, ladies, if you want to get my guide, it's free, absolutely 100% free, down below. If you want to work with me, links down below. I love you all. Take care. Shit, and peace.